Hi, hello. This is Anu, and in this video, what we are going to see is the comparison between Intune and new portal, which is in the left-hand side, and the old portal, which is Silverlight portal, that is on the right-hand side. Okay, so. So if you look at the Silverlight portal, you can see groups, alerts, apps, policy, reports, admin. Okay, so groups is nothing but group of devices, selective devices. Okay, and alerts are like warnings and errors in the console. Basically, app session is used for deploying the application, uploading the application. You can see the synced applications from vendor portals in the app volume purchased apps. Policies is a place where you configure configuration policy, complaints policy, conditional access, and terms and conditions, kind of stuff like that in the Silverlight portal. And reports, admin is the place where you download the certificate connectors, configure the mobile device management settings like Windows Store and Windows Store for business, Windows Hello for business. Okay, iOS configurations like APN certificates and kind of stuff like that. But if you look at the left hand side, the new portal, the icons are a bit different, and they are arranged in a bit different way. And I think it is useful to understand that and compare each of the functionalities. Okay, so in this video we will cover that. Okay, so first we will go to manage apps. Manage apps is nothing but apps in the old Intune Silverlight console. So you can see apps options in the portal, and there is a add button over here. If you click on that, you can select any of the drop down menu. Want to select iOS store apps, and there's an option to search App Store, Apple Store. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to check WhatsApp application, and I want to deploy WhatsApp application. So this is the place where I can select search in the Apple Store and select WhatsApp application and set OK. And I need to configure it whether okay, so there is no need of configuration because it's already taken, everything is already taken from the Apple Store. Okay, so that is very nice. Okay, so okay, that is good. And there are other options like licensed apps, app configuration policies, app protection policies, app selective wipe. These are management options, and other one there are a couple of other setup options. Windows Store for business and company portal branding. Okay, so if you want to if you want to upload an application in Intune console, the Silverlight console, what is the option? The option is you need to download a setup file and you need to go through that exe, right? So in some cases that is going to change. Okay, in terms of applications, like if you want to deploy applications directly from Android store or Apple Store or Windows Store, in that case it is going to be different. For if you want to deploy MSIs, probably we need to use the same Silverlight console at the moment. Okay, so but I'm not pretty sure about that. What could be this could be an interim kind of a solution. Okay, so back from applications, manage application. So there is a there's a tab configure devices, and configure devices is nothing but configuration policies in the old Intune Silverlight portal. So configuration policies are device configurations and configured devices, okay, in the new portal. And there are two options for certification authority and telecom expense management. One option for manage, and that is profile. So if you want to deploy a configuration policy in the new portal, a new Azure portal, you need to create a profile. Okay, new profile, test profile. Okay, and select a platform. I will select Windows 10, and configuration type, I will select device restriction. So device restriction is nothing but configuration policy in the old portal. Okay, so if you go to where is it, general configuration policies, so this is the one. Okay, so you can, if you look at the left side, you can see the new portal settings. Okay, and there are some radio buttons, and you can enable it, like manual and enrollment, you can block it. Okay, and manual installation of root certificate, you can block it from this this portal, this policy. Okay, so that is called the device restriction policy now. So the configuration policy name has been changed to device restriction policies, and I think that is good. Okay, and how to deploy a particular policy. So I have, for example, I have created Windows CYOD restriction, Windows 10 CYOD restriction policies. If you want to deploy it, go to assignments and select a group from Azure Active Directory. So if you click on select a group, it will fetch the groups from Azure Active Directory. So that is another difference in the new console, new Intune portal. In the old Intune portal, you need to create different groups in the groups tab. Okay, in the new one, it's not needed. You can directly fetch the groups from Azure Active Directory, and you can select and deploy it. Okay, so assignment is a deployment in Intune. Okay, so what is next? Set device complaints. So complaints policies are in this place. So on the right hand side, on the Silverlight portal, you can see complaints policies here, and if you click on the add new one, you won't have any options like device platform segregation is not there at the moment in the Silverlight console. But if you go to the portal on the left hand side, that is Azure portal, if you go to policies, okay, set device complaints and create a new policy. If you want to create a new policy, for example iOS, okay, and select platform, this is the best option. I have seen iOS option is there to select it, select the platform, that is good. And after selecting, you can select the settings. the configuration settings like device health, device properties, and system security. If you go to system security, you can see like password requirements. Okay, so that is complaints policies. So the deployment is same as the configuration policies. The complaints policy deployment is same as the configuration policies. So it's assignment. So if you go to assignments, you can see you can select a particular group from Azure AD, and you can deploy your complaints policy to that particular device group or user group depending on your scenario. So that is complaints policy. And conditional access, next is conditional access. So conditional access is also part of policy node in the Silverlight portal. So the in below conditional access, you can see dynamic CRM online policy, Exchange online policy, Exchange on-prem policy, and SharePoint online policy. But if you check the left hand side, the new portal, you don't have those options. Only two options are there: Exchange on-prem access, and Exchange active sync on-prem. Where are the other options? So other options are moved to Azure Active Directory. If you click on Azure Active Directory, you can see those options. There is a icon called, where is it? Icon called conditional access, and you can create conditional access policies from here. So that is pretty straightforward. For example, I'm creating conditional access policies for probably for iOS devices. So I can select a group of users if want, or it would be applicable for all the users. I will select all the users, and I can select applications which you want to put conditional access. So I will select apps. So what are the apps available at the moment? So these are the apps available for me. So I will select Exchange Online, Yammer, Skype for Business Online, SharePoint Online. So I will select this and done. Then I need to select the conditions. So this conditional access policy in the new portal is very granular, I would say. These kind of options are not available in the old Intune portal, Silverlight based portal. So you can configure the sign-in risk over here, high risk, and you can select that, and you can select device platforms, which device platform you want to target this conditional access. So I will say iOS. And you can select location if you need. And you can configure the client apps if you need. So, and the controls. So this is also very nice option, which was not very granular in old Silverlight portal. So I will select require complaint devices. So the condition is the device should be complaint. Then only that Intune will provide access to company resources. So that is control. So I will say create, and it is same as deployment. So there is no need of deployment. This is already selected to a particular list of users, and you have seen that is part of Azure Active Directory now. Going back to Intune in the portal portal.azure.com. Okay, so we covered conditional access. Device and groups are nothing but device grouping and a list of devices it will provide, because like in Azure Active Directory there is no option to view the devices. Okay, you can check the devices which are assigned to a user, which but if you want to see a list of devices which is available in your environment, there is no option to do that in Azure Active Directory. So that is what Intune is providing now. Okay. Okay, same thing with manage users. Manage users are nothing but again it's part of Azure Active Directory, so it's just a shortcut over here. So this is the major change. So if you look at the right hand side console, you can see there are a lot of options, duplicate work we need to do in terms of creating user groups and device groups to deploy applications through Intune. So that is not needed at the moment with the new portal. Okay, and another option is enroll devices. Enroll devices is basically part of admin. If you compare it with the old Silverlight portal. Okay, so in admin you will get the option to set your management authority, mobile device management authority, that is set to Intune over here. You can see on my right hand side Silverlight portal, and on my left hand side you can see that is set to Intune in the portal. Okay, and so as you can see, there are kind of options available: Apple enrollment option and Windows Hello for Business option, terms and condition option over here, enrollment restrictions, those kind of options are available here. And Apple MDM push certificate, that option is also available here in this portal. Okay, as part of device enrollment. So access control, what is access control? It's kind of administrator management in the old console. So if you go to administrator management in the Silverlight console, you can see only few options available, but you have lot more built-in roles, and you have an option to create a custom role. It's kind of RBA, role-based administration. Okay, so test, I can create my own customized system admin or Intune admin role. Okay, so I want to provide only delete options. Then I can create a new role and just save it and create it. Okay, and if you click on test role which I created, okay, if you want to deploy it, there's an option assignment. Okay, click on assign button. Okay, and you can see assignment name. I will say test assignment. Okay, and I will select the group. Okay, so adding groups. Okay, so that is a deployment of that RBA role or assignment of that RBA role, and scope option is also there. That is very nice. Okay. Okay, so that is RBA, access control in a new Azure portal. Okay. Okay, so that is kind of high level comparison and overview of new Intune portal and the old Silverlight portal. Thank you for watching.